Welcome back. Let's dive right into this explainer and try to unravel a pretty fascinating mystery. We're talking about Anthropic's highly anticipated Claude Fable 5, and specifically why this incredibly advanced AI seemingly just bombed its recent medical exams. So, here's the setup. Fable 5 is supposed to be Anthropic's most capable publicly available model to date. On paper, it represents a massive leap in scientific reasoning, trained with large-scale reinforcement learning. Naturally, when it was handed some really rigorous biomedical benchmarks, pretty much everyone expected it to sweep the floor with older models. But it didn't. Instead, its raw benchmark scores on several key medical tests looked like a shocking step backward. We're talking about performance drops that make it look drastically less capable than its own predecessors. But, as we're going to see, relying on just those raw scores tells a completely misleading story. Let's put this in perspective with the RareBench benchmark, which is a highly complex, open-ended test for rare disease diagnosis. Fable 5 scored a near 0.4% accuracy here. Honestly, it's wild when you consider the context. Claude Opus 4.8 hit almost 57%, Opus 4.6 is at 47.5%, and OpenAI's GPT-5 is sitting comfortably right around 50%. And Fable 5 is at 0.4%? That creates a massive knowledge gap that practically begs for an investigation. I mean, how does the supposedly smarter AI completely forget how to diagnose rare diseases? Well, the plot twist reveals itself with one single massive number. 99.4%. See, Fable 5 isn't actually getting the answers wrong. It's outright refusing 99.4% of the prompts on this rare disease diagnostic benchmark. It literally declined to answer 1,115 out of 1,122 items. The older Claude models and GPT-5, zero refusals. So the model isn't failing because it lacks capability. It's failing because an invisible wall is stopping it from even trying. And we know this isn't just a weird anomaly confined to one sensitive data set. There is a massive refusal wall across the board, from text benchmarks like PubMed QA to visual tasks like PathV QA. Fable 5 is just declining to answer at astonishing rates. It's refusing 17% of MedQA USMLE-style questions and over 41% of pathology visual questions. These are refusal rates that are totally absent in GPT-5 and previous Claude generations. Fable 5 is just uniquely, almost aggressively cautious. Digging a bit deeper into the API, researchers discovered something really fascinating about how this refusal mechanism actually works. Anthropic's release documentation kind of suggested that if Fable 5's safety classifiers were triggered, it might seamlessly route the query to a fallback model like Opus 4.8. But looking at the actual outcome flow, researchers found hard pre-generation blocks. Fable 5 is just returning empty text, logging a specific refusal stop reason, and it's not falling back to anything at all. The model is essentially hitting an internal kill switch on its own output before it even utters a single word. So here's the crucial takeaway. When we exclude all those refusals and look only at the scored subset, meaning the questions the AI actually allowed itself to answer, Fable 5's accuracy matches or decisively beats every other model tested. On MedQA, when you take out the refusals, Fable 5 jumps to 96.6% accuracy. On PubMed QA, it shoots up to 81.3%, handily beating GPT-5. That apparent regression in Fable 5's raw capability is entirely an artifact of counting its refusals as wrong answers. It is literally failing the test simply because it refuses to pick up the pencil. And honestly, when it actually engages, Fable 5 is absolutely brilliant. Take a complex clinical case involving an infant with injuries inconsistent with a reported fall. Fable 5 correctly identified the situation as highly concerning for non-occidental trauma, basically child abuse. But even more impressively, it correctly prioritized medical stabilization of the hemodynamically unstable infant over immediate mandated social services reporting. Claude Opus and GPT-5 entirely failed to grasp this nuanced clinical sequencing. Fable 5's reasoning is absolutely top tier. We just have to get it to actually talk to us. Section 2. Investigating the two refusal patterns. If the model is really this smart, what exactly is triggering these massive safety guardrails to misfire in the first place? The investigation revealed that this isn't just one giant blanket safety filter misfiring. There are actually two distinct refusal patterns operating under the hood. The first pattern is heavily tied to basic preclinical sciences and mechanisms, stuff like anatomy and pharmacology. The second pattern is totally different, and it's tied to specific disease domains, which is primarily what we saw in that rare disease benchmark. So for the first pattern, Fable 5 overwhelmingly refuses preclinical basic science vignettes. On the MedQA benchmark, over 92% of its refusals are step 1 questions. Those foundational science questions medical students take early on. We see the exact same thing on the MedExpert QI multimodal test. Basic science questions like antibody structure or cardiac electrophysiology are heavily refused, while actual patient diagnostic judgments are allowed right through. The AI is somehow censoring textbook science more than actual clinical diagnosis. Meanwhile, over on the rare bench test, a completely different pattern emerges. Here, the refusal tracks the source dataset and the specific disease domain. Fable 5 near universally refused cases involving pediatric inborn metabolic disorders, refusing 99.7% of the remedies dataset. But when it came to adult-onset autoimmune cases in the HMS dataset, it happily answered about half of them. This shows a weird, highly specific disease bias. It's not a general clinical block at all. The model is just somehow selectively terrified of pediatric metabolic diseases. Now, if you're thinking you can just bypass this refusal wall by tweaking the prompt to be a little less authoritative, think again. Researchers tested a neutral prompt that stripped away the "you are a clinical decision support system" framing. The idea was to see if acting a bit less like a doctor would appease the safety filters. Well, as you can guess from the tiny 9% fraction that actually flipped to answered, it didn't work. A mess of 90.7% of the items remained refused. The conclusion here is pretty stark. Prompt engineering is just not a reliable mitigation for this AI's deep-seated refusal architecture. Expanding the ecosystem, AI and IoT. To really understand why these aggressive safety guardrails matter, we have to pan out a bit and look at the broader technological landscape where these AI brains will eventually be deployed. Because this isn't just about scoring well on a medical exam in a lab. AI doesn't exist in a vacuum. Frontier models like Fable 5 are destined to act as the cognitive engines for the Internet of Things, or IoT. We aren't just talking about factory floors here. We are talking about smart medical hardware and real-time remote monitoring of patients. These incredibly robust IoT ecosystems require an AI that can consistently and reliably process incoming data streams on the cloud, dealing with the exact types of clinical data we just looked at. So imagine injecting Fable 5 into this highly connected physical world, an AI that frequently and totally unpredictably refuses to process basic medical or scientific data due to hypersensitive safety filters that could completely break real-time remote monitoring. Imagine a smart health wearable sending an urgent vital stream to the cloud, and the AI just refuses to analyze it because it incorrectly flags it as a sensitive basic science question. The entire automated workflow just crashes. And that brings us to the core takeaway of this explainer, which is perfectly summarized by the researchers themselves. Fable 5's incredible competence is entirely overshadowed by its selective caution and overactive guardrails. When it actually answers, it is arguably the strongest model out there right now. But for the engineers and developers building these tools, dealing with a highly accurate yet selectively cautious AI is a totally different and arguably much harder engineering challenge than dealing with an AI that just gives the wrong answer. As we demand safer AI and start relying on these systems for everything from medical diagnostics to real-time IoT infrastructure, I'll leave you with this. We must critically ask ourselves, are these invisible refusal walls actually protecting us from harm, or are they just holding back our most brilliant technological tools? It's a tricky balance we haven't quite figured out yet, and Fable 5 is the ultimate proof of that struggle.